my lovelies, welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday, fun day. Today is going to be pretty interesting because yes, we are hitting the road for 4 months. I think I said that about, I don't know, 7 or 8 times in the last episode. In the next 4 months. But it's true. We have been delayed by a day because our trailer tires have been delayed by a day getting here. We need to put them on the trailer before we leave. That's okay. But today, what we've done is we've emptied all of our stuff, all of our contents out of the truck into the garage, and we're going to organize it all. So we're going to take you guys through what we take on the road with us, why it's important, and just remember, we have a truck, a 40-foot trailer, and 2 Jeeps. So we have to have everything for any situation with any of those vehicles with us. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This whole heap of mess here. It may not look like much, but in each one of these cases is all of this in there also. Yeah, fun. So obviously we are not gonna sit here and go through our hot trash. It's not really trash, but our hot trash mess and talk to you about everything. That would be boring. Very boring. So we're gonna time lapse you through us organizing everything, and then we'll get back to you when everything is organized. So hopefully organized. 3, 2, 1.
2.
Okay, so what has taken you like maybe 10 seconds to watch took us a good couple of hours to do, but it wasn't that bad. So here we have everything organized right behind me. Boop. I'm gonna take you through each case, what's in there, so that you kind of get an idea of what we take with us on the road, not only for ourselves, because 9 times out of 10 all this stuff helps a lot of people on the trails, and that's the reason why we have never, ever missed an event. This is the reason why. All this shenoogle that we carry with us. So let's go take a look. All right, we're gonna start with this crate right here. The crate holds every single fluid that not only the Jeeps need, but also the trailer and truck need also. So everything is in there, including cleaning products, because we are heading east, so I'm presuming there's going to be some mud at some point, so got that spray in there also. And always carry gloves. These are actually always in the truck just for gas station stops, you know, DEF and all that fun stuff. And then of course we have heavy cleaning wipes because you gotta wash your hands. Now let's move on to the cases. The cases that everyone is always like, why do you carry so many cases? Well, this is the reason why. So this one right here carries a lot of our spare parts. So you'll find brake lines in here, you'll find a rebuild kit for our super joints, heims, a rebuild kit for the hubs, a rebuild kit for the locking hubs, shims, seals, you name it, that is what is in this box. You know, when we're traveling on the road, our schedule normally goes as follows. We normally travel on Wednesday to get somewhere on Thursday, or we travel Thursday, then we wheel Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, within that time, if anything has gone wrong with the truck, the trailer, or the Jeeps, we have to order parts first thing on Monday, hope that they get there Tuesday or Wednesday to do a complete fix to get back on the road on Thursday. So it's a tight turnaround. So that's the reason why we carry a lot of spare parts with us, because a lot of people do ask us, like, why do you have all this stuff with you? Well, we don't have time to wait for parts to get in, and you guys know right now, getting parts right now is an absolute nightmare. So that's why we have spare parts here. But let's move on to the next box. Okay, so the next box we're moving on to is our steering box. It has spare hoses in there, a spare ram in there, a spare clamp in there, spare joints in there for our steering. So we have everything there for that, which is super cool. Again, the lead time on some of these parts is really ridiculous at the moment, and we just don't have the time. So that is perfect. The big case at the back, yes, it is a gun case. No, I don't own a gun, but it's great for my axle shafts. So we keep them in there. We actually came up with that idea about a year-ish ago, before we just had everything just wrapped in cling film, but with the elements and the truck being open at the back, it just kind of rusted a lot of stuff out, so then we would have to take a wire wheel and clean everything up. This way, we don't have to do that. So if you're trying to figure out a way on taking spare parts like axle shafts like that, gun case is a good idea. Okay, moving on. It took me a wee while to organize this box right here. This is every socket we own. Every socket known to mankind. It's organized in size of ratchets. So you have your 1/2 inch, your 3/8, and your 1/4, and then metric and standard. I have wanted to do that for so long. You have no idea. I hate going into the bags and everything's kind of mixed and jumbled up. So I was kind of really stoked about that, to be honest with you. Okay, now we move on to the second last case, and that is filled with specialty tools, like a spare winch, a couple of parts, specialty parts in there that I don't think we're really going to need or anyone will need to use, but we have them just in case, because you never know. And then we have the everyday case, which is just everything that you would kind of need for a trail fix. In this one box, everything is there. Zip ties, Loctite, ratchet straps, tools, just standard tools that you would need, standard sockets that everyone would probably use, and a couple of wrenches in there also. So that's pretty cool. And then we have our tools that we only will bring out if there is a real break. That is the ball joint press and the race and bearing kit, and of course we have our Tecton torque wrench. Then let's move on to the big boy tools. Okay, so the big boy tools consist of pry bars, big and medium. We have a massive crescent wrench and a bit of a smaller one, but we use that to tighten our steering. That is just always with us. And then we have 2 breaker bars, one with a 19 and one with a 22. That's primarily to work on trailer stuff. So we don't pack these up, mainly because they're really big tools and they don't fit in anything, but also we want to be able to get to these tools without like going through any boxes or anything like that. So that's almost about it. Then we have these tools right here. These 3 boxes and the roll of wrenches is really our go-to for anything, to be honest with you. Normally we can fix something or help someone with these. If not, then the big boys come out here and we get people fixed on the trail. So it's pretty cool. It seems like a lot, right? I know. Now, absolutely none of these come in the Jeep with me because Mischief Maker is already like 7,000 pounds. We do not need to add another 1,200 with a bunch of heavy tools. So this is what we travel with. This is why we make it everywhere. And you thought that we were finished. Okay, I had to stand this way because the sun is casting my shadow. But this is what we take with us on the trailer. Yes, there's more. So we have our Pro Eagle, of course. We're actually going to be mounting the stand onto the trailer so that it is always there. We have all our straps. We have our jack stands, chucks. We have jumper cables, an extension, chains. Then we have our good old power tank that gets mounted onto the trailer so that I don't have to hop in and out of the Jeep like trying to get power tanks out to fill up tires if we need on the road between the truck and the trailer. Very cool thing I'm going to show you though is this fitting on the end for dualies and trailers and trucks. It's fantastic. We have some power tanks to fill at the beginning of the week. I'm gonna get all of them filled, but that is pretty much what we take with us. So we're actually gonna go and take a little break. What? I know, how dare us. But we're gonna take a little break and go grab some brunch, lunch, whatever you wanna call it, with Chuck and Mason Converse. Right, so we just had brunch, breakfast, lunch, whatever you want to call it.
Our brunch.
We kept it very silent, you know, little time lapse action there. But guys, how are you finding prepping?
June 1st was the first date we were trying to leave. It is now, the 5th.
Oh, it's the 5th. It's the 5th.
Yeah, prepping to leave for 2 months has been pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Too much to do, trying to figure out what vehicle to drive, what we're towing with, so much going on.
Spare parts, the whole deal.
Spare parts, the whole deal. Yeah, we're gonna be on the road all together pretty much.
See you on the East Coast or the other side or however they want to say that.
Yeah.
Not here.
Not here. All right, it was super awesome seeing Mason and Chuck and taking a tiny little break, but it's back to it's time to pack up the truck with the tools that we just packed up. So gotta get out there in the heat and get it done. And here we have it. Bam! We are all packed up. So here's what I want to know from you guys. What do you take on a long trip? Whether you have an RV or your truck and trailer, what tools are a must for you guys? All of these for us, all these cases here, they're a must for us for sure. Now we're not ready to leave quite yet. We have a little bit of trailer work to do, which of course we're going to share with you guys. But as always, thank you so much for watching the channel. I really appreciate it. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later.